I swear to God, Kazuki, what? I swear to God. What are you up to, girl? Jesus Christ. Anywho, I'm just... Dude, the hype is real, though. With a stinging bitterness in his mouth and a metallic stink lingering in his nostrils, Kazami Yuji Occupation Student Mark II quietly awoke. God. Oh, no. No, get it out. Get it out of my head. His head ached as if it were full of lead. Fatigue seeped from every pore of his body. His cheek was glued to the floor. He couldn't bring himself to rise. Fuck. For hours he lingered in a half-conscious state. That doesn't feel good. Even the most basic of questions, where am I, did not occur to him. His thoughts were vague and unfocused. One, we experience what we experience, and two, tranquilizers. For those who have experienced certain kinds of suffering, the most important thing at any given time is simply to know that they're still clinging to life. Everything except survival is a secondary concern. But eventually they search for a reason to pull themselves up from the dirt. Some turn their faith into strength. For others, it's anger at the world's injustices. The majority perhaps stand up because they simply have no other choice. However, none of these applied to Kazami Yuji. As his tired body lay on the floor, his mind was returning to his childhood. No, don't go back! The bitterness of the medicine that had rendered him immobile had recalled the memory of an apple his sister had given him many years before. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no! You'd get the sad music. On that day, Yuji's sister had offered him one of the fruits she'd used as models for her sketches, and he devoured it with tears in his eyes. He remembered this vividly, even now. Most people probably would have thought it's a bit of an overreaction, but until that moment, Yuji had never so much as even tasted an apple. He'd read about them in books and seen them on TV, of course, and there was always a few of them sitting around in his sister's studio. But those fruits were tools that Kazuki used in her work. At the time, Yuji viewed them as something like offerings on an altar. Touching them was completely out of the question. The reason he ultimately tasted one of these divine fruits was quite simple. Kazuki, the god of his household, had casually asked him if he'd like to eat one, and he reflexively nodded in response. More than a little stunned by this son blessing, he managed to thank his sister and then immediately retreated to his room. Oh, he turns into a gremlin, just starts feasting. After carefully confirming there was no one nearby, he proceeded to bite vigorously into it. He'd expected it to be softer and juicier than it really was, and above all else, he hadn't imagined it would be so tart, sour even. Well, sour apples are a thing. Still, the unfamiliar taste was enough to leave him crying. At that point, he still had tears to shed over such simple things. Dude, our sad existence. We experienced it. As he slowly grew aware of his numb body and heavy head, Yuji let out a soft snort of laughter at the awkward, over-serious boy he'd been. Forcing his heavy eyelids open, Yuji looked toward the sound of his voice and found a familiar face. JB, love me. Oh God, everything's blurred. Oh no, we're good. Hey there, JB.
Yeah, じゃないわよ。もう二度と目を覚まさないんじゃないかと思ったわ。
I felt every one of those tranquilizers. Have you been here all along?
いいえ、私が来たのは1時間ぐらい前よ。何度か声をかけたけど、全然目を覚まさなかったわ。
JB, I missed you. I tried calling you. I tried, everything. Don't think I've slept that well in quite some time. Dude, it was the tranks.
いい気なものね。あなた、薬を使われたのよ。
Got like shot in the ass like 50,000 times. Yeah, sure seems that way. Well, speaking of which, my tongue's still numb, and there's a bitter smell in my nose. Yeah, more importantly, why are you here, JB? Good question.
なんでと言われてもね。あなたにとって私って何？
Well, sounds like something you'd ask a boyfriend 2 weeks before dumping him.
あなた、自分が今置かれている状況を理解している？
Look, I can still crack jokes. Not really. I remember my name and identification number, but I don't really know where I am or what time it is.
ヒース・オスロが日本に入国したわ。
Yeah, I saw him. It was terrifying and horrifying all at the same time. I'm aware. Saw him with my own eyes. What's going on?
あなたの担当官を外された私にはそれを説明することはできないわ。
God fucking damn it. And all this sucks. I'm just put in a hole. You can at least explain why you're no longer my case officer, right?
私があなたの担当官を外された理由は単純。
I'd like to hear it.
あなたに人殺しはできない。ましてや相手がヒース・オスロともなればパニックを起こすかもしれないと強く反対したからよ。
And she was right. Guess you were right about that, huh?
そうね。そしてあなたはテロリストであるヒース・オスロに対する政治的な切り札として利用されようとしているわ。
It's literally one of the worst situations. What's that supposed to mean? Why did Oslo enter Japan anyway? You're not obligated to explain, huh? You won't find any slaughterhouses that try to explain things to their cows, much less obtain their consent to be made in a steak. Nah, you just do it. Still, things are a little different from when two human beings are involved. As the victim, it's hard not to ask questions, and generally speaking, the other party will try to accommodate you to whatever degree possible. Most likely, the fact that Kazama Yuji has been permitted to speak with his former case officer was a humanitarian gesture of sorts. Sounds like it.
オスロが入国した一番の目的があなたのことではないにせよ。オスロが政府に対しあなたの身柄の返還を要求しているのは間違いのない事実。
I don't want to go. I don't wanna.
それどころか、風見雄二の貸与賃金を支払えば、勝手に連れ出したことには目をつぶってもいいと言ってきているらしいわ。
Uh-huh. This has been years. Like, that man's beyond shameless. I mean, how many years has it been anyway? See? Why does he suddenly give a damn about me?
トゥポーン計画という言葉を聞いたことは？
No, but it sounds scary. ...
当然知っているわよね。あなたはその計画の被験者だったのだから。
Oh. The designer soldier plan. The idea was to produce the ultimate soldier through genetic manipulation and a sophisticated doping regimen. Ah, is that what they were calling it? But the experiments failed over and over again, right? Its goals were never realized.
そう。一時的な能力の発現に成功しても、弊害として発がん率が上昇。活性化したがん細胞は約2年で被験者を殺してしまう。
Oh. Well,
強化の度合いを調整しても、今度は精神に異常が発生して、突発的な自殺衝動や自傷行為を発症して、やはり最後は死に至る。
Well, like when it comes to the cancer thing in spoiler alert, I don't know. In Amine's epilogue, Yuji in fact did die from cancer, but like that was like later down the line. That wasn't like an aggressive cancer. It was an long. It was like well into life. So at first I was like, no.
事実、あなたも遺伝子変異の過程で精神に支障を抱えて、そのまま実験の犠牲になるはずだった。そしてあなたは今もこうして生きている。オスロにしてみれば あなたは貴重なサンプルなのよ。
So I'm literally the prime I'm like a prime cut meat. It was pure coincidence that I survived.
偶然こそが貴重だと言い換えるべき？それこそ偶然に頼らなければ先も見通せないような実験の繰り返しだったのだから。オスロがあなたを何年も放置していたのも、単純にあなたの偶然に対して正確に分析できる技術が追いつくのを待っていただけだと考えるべきね。
Oh, I don't. So you're saying Oslo wants to take me back and restart Project Typhon?
あまりにも口頭無形だし、オスロがあなたの身柄を要求してきたことに対するこじつけでしかないけれど、今のところ他の理由は見つかっていないのよね。
JB, you gotta save me. Like I'm just... Even if that's actually true, I don't think one case study is going to make that big of a difference.
オスロも別にあなたを取り返して今日明日で結果を出そうとは考えていないでしょうね。それこそ10年から20年後をめどに利益を回収するつもりじゃないかしら。
Oh yeah, definitely sounds like it'd be a way more long-term thing.
もしチュポン計画が実を結んで風見雄二と同等の兵士を量産して2000人の大隊を作れば飛ぶように売れるわね。見込み利益は数兆円規模じゃないかしら。
God, he just has so much power. We need to stop him. 2,000 copies of me, huh? God, just imagining it makes me sick to my stomach. It's okay. They'll all not know how to kill. I mean, well, they'll know how to kill. I mean, they'll all not kill. God damn it.
とはいえ、その手のうさんくさい技術に手を伸ばすのは大抵が負けが見えている末期の組織と相場が決まっているわ。
That's fucking skeevy.
そういう組織は一度勝利で政権を手に入れても同じような組織に潰される。こうした産ませては殺す負の連鎖は武器商人たちの格好な乗客となるけれど。
So, what's gonna happen to me then?
言ったと思うけど、オスロが入国した一番の目的はあなたじゃないわ。そしてその一番の目的に対する交渉材料としてあなたは利用される。
And Yuji's like, and what's that? Could you at least tell me what this primary objective of his actually is?
私の口からは説明できないというだけよ。そのうち誰かが説明をしてくれるわ。
Someone, huh? Well, I see. Yuji didn't push the issue. He'd anticipated this reply. Whatever Oslo's reason for entering the country, it was clear that assigning his assassination to Yuji had been a test of some kind. Had he succeeded in that task, things wouldn't have come to this. There was no denying that. He had one but himself to blame for this unfortunate outcome. He'd known this day would eventually come. He'd always been resigned to it. And so his answer came easily enough. If there's some way you can use someone as worthless as me, then feel free.
あなたは本当にそれでいいの？
Feels real bad. It's something the brass decided, right? My opinion isn't really relevant here.
美浜の女の子たちはどうするの？
You know, they'll get by just fine without me. They're a lot stronger than they used to be.
そういうところで冷たいのよね、あなた。朝子もそうだった。
Honestly, I wish you'd stop comparing me to Osco every chance you get. Had Yuji wept and begged for rescue, JB would probably have tried to help him somehow. However, he no longer saw any reason to go that far in the pursuit of his own survival. JB clearly had some thoughts about his attitude, but she kept them to herself. But anyway, they're using a hostage against the terrorists, huh? Guess the people upstairs aren't afraid to fight dirty.
すべてを決定したのは 地下の教授よ。
Oh, come on! Come on, game! The professor again? What's this guy like anyway?
近いうちに直接審問という形で会えると思うわ。
I can't wait. Hold on. I see.
きっとあなたは私を恨むでしょうね。
And there's only really one reason. I'd be really upset. Come on, game, give this to me. What's that supposed to mean?
その時になればわかるわ。
Come on, game. You know the guru exists. The guru demands blood. Oh, no. What? Oh, don't. Oh my god. I know that this is maybe out of, not on topic, but I think my headphone isn't plugged in properly, so right now I'm literally only hearing out of the left side of my ear. If it's like that in the recording, for whatever fucking reason, I'm sorry. But if it's not, well, that's good. In the end, they'd gained basically nothing in the way of definite information. The return to the dorm was a slow, dispirited march, and the dark clouds above seemed to reflect the heavy anxiety in their hearts. The situation hadn't changed at all. Their faces were full of gloom. Even when their eyes met, their mouths stayed shut. To speak would mean filling the air with more negativity. You can't think positive thoughts on an empty stomach. With this proclamation, Amine gathered all her classmates in the lobby and began to prepare them a late-night snack. The others didn't find her argument particularly persuasive, but they stayed put regardless. No one even tried to return to their room. They resembled nothing so much as a group of children who'd grown anxious while alone in their home, and were now waiting by the door for their mother's return. Oh. While the snack had been Amine's idea in the first place, she couldn't quite hide her own discouragement. Rather than anything elaborate, she threw together an Odin stew with leftovers from the fridge. When people were feeling anxious, feed them something warm and they'll calm down a little. That was a lesson Amine herself had learned through experience. Oh, jeez. And so, as the Odin simmered, simmered on top of a portable gas stove, the 5 young women slowly gathered around it and began to eat in silence. Dude, at times like these, when things grew gloomy and quiet, one of them was always the first to make some noise.
It's
fucking Makina's face. It's literally usually Michiru or Makina, and they're both on screen.
ごめんよ、チルチル。なんかボケっとしてた。代わりに大根あげるのよ。さあ、遠慮せずにお食べよ。熱々のところをさ。
Makina.
그게 어디서
걸려? というか、なぜこの時期におでんなの？
なんかあんまり凝った料理する気分じゃなかったし、みちるがおでんがいいって言うから。
Conscious of the increasingly dark mood, Michiru had requested a piping hot Odin as soon as Amine suggested a meal. This sort of thing usually led to a rowdy free-for-all around here. She was probably hoping it might change the atmosphere, at least slightly. It didn't exactly end up working out that way, but Amine recognized Michiru's thoughtfulness. It was something she'd always liked about her. As time passed, a growing sense of powerlessness had gnawed away at the group's energy. Dude, the feeling of, like, being able to do nothing is, like, one of the worst feelings. Today, even Makina wasn't watching TV. Whoa. But when the principal eventually wandered in, she was wearing her usual dopey smile on her face. The woman clearly didn't know how to read a room. Way to go. You're not reading the room.
何か
Oh, what? Yumiko looks so pissed.
別におでんの匂いにつられてやってきたわけじゃありませんよ。そんな怖い顔しないでください。
Jesus Christ, Yumiko, calm down.
ではおでんはいらんのだな。それとこれとは話は別です。というか皆さんのご要望に応え、この立花千鶴新三端冷や汗さんとの思い出、なんとか春寺さんと連絡を取ることに成功しました。
Yes. All right. Come on. Let it up.
何でかしたのよ、チズチズ。よし、褒美にチルチルが半分食った熱々大根の残りを食わせてやる。ほれ。
I'm stealing that back.
ちゃんと保護しなきゃダメね。
I never blow on my food. I just eat it.
その大根私のなんですけど。
It's now Machina's, aka now Chiziru's.
そんなことより連絡が取れたって。はい、今電話が。保留の。ごめん、メガネが曇って。
Yumiko's like, what'd she say, woman? Snatching the cell phone her principal offered her. Yes, Yumiko took the whole call. Yumiko took the call off hold and eagerly pressed the speaker to her ear.
もしもし、榊です。
Jesus Christ.
春寺です。お父様の件ではいろいろとご迷惑を。
Jesus.
そのことは今はいいです。それよりも風見くんの件ですが。
JB, help us.
もう大体の察しがついているのでは。
確証がありません。
Mm-hmm.
と言われましても、私から説明できることにも制限があります。それはご理解いただけますか？
承知しています。
ではまず風見雄二の現在の状況ですが、テレビで報道されているように風見雄二がテロリストの仲間であるというのは誤報です。それでも彼の得意な立場上、嫌疑が完全に晴れたわけでもありません。よって彼の身柄は秘匿施設にて拘束されています。
Definitely fuck top secret.
健康状態は条件付きで良好。私から説明できるのはここまでです。
He's doing all right. like,
それだけ？
like that's it? Come on.
あと私から言えることがあるとすれば、風見雄二のことは忘れなさい。これ以上は関わってはダメ。所詮あなたたちとは住む世界が違う男だということぐらいかしら。
Wow. You know damn well these ladies ain't gonna do that. You know damn well.
だったらせめて風見くん本人と会話を。直接面会したいとは言いません。せめて電話で本人と話を。
それも無理な相談ね。こうして私とあなたが電話をしていること自体、あなたたちの学園長がかなり強引な手段を使って奇跡的につながったのだということも理解してください。
I mean, she did use blood, sweat, and tears, so.
それに
それに
風見雄二本人はあなたたちに会いたくないと言っているわ。
No! No, stop!
そんな、どうして？
あなたたちをこれ以上傷つけないためといえばかっこつけすぎよね。それでもそれが今の彼の偽らざる本音というものだと私は理解しています。
It don't fucking matter. They're gonna force their damn way in, whether everyone likes it or not.
できることなら彼の気持ちを無駄にしないであげてほしい。
はい。
From the way Yumiko forced this reply through her tightly clenched mouth, it was immediately clear to everyone that the situation had not taken a turn for the better. Fuck no. Oh, the principal accepted her now silent phone from Yumiko and with a glance at her students that seemed to say, "I told you so," promptly left the dorm as if to flee from their pursuit. They'd gained some new information from the conversation with Harudera. See? I can do I can actually do it. I just like to say Haruda for some fucking reason. Firstly, the television reports were false, most likely a politically motivated bluff of some kind. Secondly, Kazami Yuji was currently confined in a facility of some kind, and has stated that he didn't want to see any of them. I'm not a terrorist now.
彼の過去はあなたも知っているでしょ。そう簡単な問題ではないのよ。おそらく彼は何らかの形でテロリストとの交渉材料に使われる。
See, thank God we have Yumiko here to like explain to everyone. Not even like us as the audience, because we already knew these things, but like just like to the other girls.
じゃあもしかして今回のテロの件が全部片付いてもユージは美浜に帰ってこられないの？
Nope.
その可能性が高いわ。少なくとも風見くんはそのつもりでしょうね。信じられません。本当に風見さんは私たちに会いたくないと言っているのでしょうか。何かのっぴきならない状態に追い込まれていて、私たちに迷惑をかけないようにわざと遠ざけているのではないでしょうか。
I mean, at least on screen, we didn't exactly say, no, I don't want to see any of them. I don't want to talk to any of them. We were just like, they'll be better off without me. That's all we did.
なんとかして一目でも本人に会って直接話ができればいいんだけどな。
Break into the facility. As the group's spirits sank lower and lower, a hint of resignation beginning to enter their voice, Machina abruptly leapt to her feet, her expression defiant. You're damn right I didn't, Machina. Now you go out there and save me. No, she's fucking pissed. Oh god, okay, Machina, don't go out, don't go by yourself now. That's a little dangerous. Yuji himself had taught Machina to claim the thing she wanted through her own efforts. Her reaction was, perhaps, only natural. These days, it was practically impossible to calm her down once she got worked up. At such times, one particular classmate always took her side, perhaps out of sympathy or concern. Fucking Sachi and Machina seem to be like the team this time.
ちょっとサチ、あんたまで。
先日、風見さんは私にこうおっしゃいました。
私の声なんか聞こえちゃいねえし。
No one does.
さまざまな誤解も解け、力強くも前向きに生きていけるようになって、美浜を出ていくこともできるようになった私。そんな私に風見さんは言いました。
Oh, can I do it? What's going to happen to the others if you leave, Sachi? If you don't have any urgent reason to go, why don't you stick around Mahama a while longer?
急いで出ていく理由もありませんが、長く残る理由もありません。こう言ってしまうと言葉はよくありませんが、正直な話、他の方はどうでもいいのです。
Jesus, that's a little harsh right there.
風見さん、あなたには私は必要ですか？
Yeah, of course. I need you too, Sachi.
でしたら、サチはずっとおそばにおります。
Sachi's like, fuck those other people. God damn. Lost in her memory of the words, Sachi closed her eyes and turned her face upwards, whispering to herself with evident pleasure.
一度必要とされてしまえば、 愛されてしまえばもう裏切ることなどできないのです。風見さんが私を必要としなくなるその日まで。それがメイド魂、それが小峰幸の生き様。メッシ奉公、七将報告、鬼畜米英。
Jesus
というわけで私は風見さんのもとへ参ります。たとえその行き先が地獄であったとしても。
I don't think we're going to hell. I think it's somewhere close though.
いや、鬼畜米英は関係なくない？っていうかさ、鼻息荒くして乗り込むのはいいんだけど、結局ユージがどこにいるのかわからなきゃどうしようもないじゃないのよ。
調べます。
Can we like, I don't know, peruse the internet and Yumiko, bring up the internet.
どうやって？
Maybe like we can have like a mole go in and figure this out. Like, come on. Oh.
どうして私を見るのよ。聞こえませんか、私の心の声が。
Yumiko, you have like so many connections and shit. Come on.
まあ、あなたの言いたいことはなんとなくわかるけど。
We can probably figure out everything we need to.
金と情報ぐらいしか役に立たないんだから、少しは働いて役に立てばいいのに。
Jesus! Fuck!
心の声漏れてるから、分かってるから、言わなくていいから。
She's like, come on, bitch. You have like so much money and power and connections. What are you doing?
お願いできますか。っていうか、可能なの？そんなこと。
Come on. There has to be someone or something that knows about this shit or that's willing to actually help.
まあ、風見くんの身柄がテロリストの手に落ちていないという前提であれば、南東理科の調査方法に心当たりがあるわ。ものすごいお金とそれなりの時間がかかると思うけれど。
We have money, but time is of the essence.
お金ならあるのよ。
あなたの口座のお金は部活に動かせないでしょ。
It's fine.
では私のサメ貯金を使ってください。
My Sharky savings!
お金をかければかけただけの情報が手に入るわけじゃないのよ。そのことで責められても困るし。いいわ。調査費用は私の資材で賄います。
Yeah, Yumiko's like... well, at this point, is definitely probably the richest out of all of us, followed by Machina, and then it just goes downhill from there.
というか、そもそもサメ貯金って何？
Why are you asking?
よし、情報収集と作戦立案は貴様に任せた。今日から貴様が作戦参謀だ。頼むぞ、榊参謀。
Salute! Everyone salute!
では早速情報収集に取り掛かりましょう。今すぐに。でもパソコンがないと。
You have a fucking computer.
じゃあユミちゃんの部屋行こうぜ。
Yeah, go on. Come on, let's go.
連行します。
These two.
ちょっと痛い痛い、引きずらないで。
They were always kind of the dream team anyway. But now they're really strutting their stuff. And there she goes.
やれやれ。ごちそうさまぐらい言っていきなさいよね。まったく。
Oh, you know they would have said so. Come on.
どうしたのみちる。一緒に行かないの？
いいの？あの子たち放っておいて。
Yeah.
仕方がないよ。今のままじゃ落ち着かないだろうし、このまま浮き足立っているよりは分かりやすい目標があった方がいいんじゃない？
If anything, it will keep them preoccupied.
相手は国なのよ。遊び半分で噛みつく相手じゃないわ。
Yeah, but the best part is the government won't see 5 ladies coming. 5 students, if you will.
そうだね。でもさ、 じゃあこのまま風見雄二のことを忘れることができるのかと聞かれたら、あんたはなんて答える？忘れる努力はするわ。でも努力って苦手なのよね、私。
Damn.
そういうあなたはどうなの？周防あまね。おう、フルネームかよ、松島みちる。
Michiru sounding like, well, Michiru sounding like other Michiru right now with how she's talking.
拾うところはそこじゃないでしょう。一方的に風見雄二を忘れろと言われて、あなたは平気なの？
I wouldn't actually be surprised if she came out for just this brief moment.
まあね。
Because they always do this thing with Michiru and other Michiru where Michiru just sounds like, what's the word? I don't really know, but other Michiru always sounds more dignified and smart. Now, in the midst of tidying up after the meal, Amane replied with a slightly awkward smile.
確かに、ユージのおかげで私たちはこれからも生きていくことはできる。ユージがいなくても、なんとかなる自信はある。
But...
でも、だからっていなくてもいいってわけじゃないよ。特に、私にとっての風見ユージは、もう宿命みたいなもんだし、それが生き残った私の罰で、もはやそれが生きがいだしね。
Yeah, I ain't done with my punishments yet, so...
その割には、随分と落ち着いているように見えるけど。私はほら、待つタイプの女だし、母親役の私がバタバタしてると、みんな余計に不安になるでしょ。
Oh, mommy needs to stay calm.
もちろん不安がないわけじゃないけど、諦めたわけでもないよ。だって、私に諦めない生き方を教えてくれたのは、ユージなんだからさ。
Oh, Yuji's done so much. It hurts.
それに、私にとってのユージは、無敵のヒーローなんだよ。
I mean, me too.
どこへ行って、どんな困難に直面しても、私がご飯の用意をして待っていれば、ユージは必ず帰ってくるって信じてるもん。けなげね。でもあなた、声が震えてるわよ。そんなことないよ。だったら私も何もしないで、ただじっとユージ君が帰ってくるのを待つことにするわ。何よ、人の顔じっと見て。そうだね。何せ相手は国だしね。どうあがいたって立ち向かえる相手じゃないし、下手なことしない方がいいよ。あんたも無理しなくていいよ。へえ、そういうこと言っちゃう。松島みちるはツンデレだよ。そういうこと言われちゃうと逆らいたくなるのよね。
Oh yeah, this is definitely
やめときなって。危ないよ。絶対後悔するよ。このみちる様をなめんじゃないわよ。ちょっとみちる、どこ行くの？由美子の部屋よ。おでん美味しかった。ごちそうさま。
Am I just insane? I might just be insane. Maybe Michiru is actually talking this way. Anywho, squaring her shoulders, Michiru proceeds to stomp out of the lobby, breathing loudly through her nose.
もう、なんか変なスイッチ入ってたみたいだけど、結局ミチルはミチルか？
Oh yeah, that was definitely other Michiru. I ain't stupid. I ain't dumb. And thus, with Sakaki Yumiko as our chief of operations, the intelligence gathering phase of the mission to recapture Kazami Yuji Occupation Student Mark II had begun. That might sound kind of impressive, but essentially the group had just simply taken their first step toward discovering what they could do. It was a very small step, and there was no guarantee it had brought them any closer to finding a road forward. In fact, there was a good chance it had been entirely wasted. But regardless of all that, the pod Amine had now carried back to her room felt somewhat lighter than it had a few hours before. Oh boy, okay, so we're just going. I was scared that it was just gonna cut to fucking Yuji and just be like, haha, time for the professor meeting. I'm just like, oh jeez. The next morning, when Amine woke in her bed and looked out the window, she found that rain had fallen in the night. The sides of the asphalt road were glistening darkly. Glancing around her room, she realized that Makino was nowhere to be found. She'd presumably stayed up all night gathering intel and then fallen asleep in Yumiko's room. Oh, they were having a little sleepover. As for Amine herself, she'd slept so well that it surprised her a little. It had always made her anxious when Yuji went out on a job. She'd known plenty of agitated, sleepless nights. As a result, she'd learned exactly how to get a good rest at times like these. Basically, she had to force herself not to worry too much. If her mind was full of thoughts like, what happened? What if something happens to Yuji? Then, of course, she wouldn't be able to sleep. On the other hand, if she herself asked, what should we do once Yuji gets back? It got a lot easier to doze off. Under the circumstances, she had to admit that line of thought seemed overly optimistic. But anyone interested in marrying this particular man probably needed a certain degree of stubborn faith, if only for the sake of their mental and physical health. And so... Look at Amine. Keep on going, girl. Keep that pep. This seemingly carefree attitude was, in fact, a manifestation of Suo Amine's strength. She had plenty of bread, tomatoes, and lettuce lying around. It wouldn't take too long to make a salad and some toast. Salad and toast for breakfast, Amine? What the fuck? After that, she could cut up a few slices of ham and, oh yeah, and fry up some sunny side up eggs. Maybe it would be easier just to go with sandwiches, like breakfast sandwiches, please. That way she could have everything ready by the time the girls woke up. You gotta change the eggs to like scrambled eggs, though. It makes it easier. Fucking Makina's just dying.
Makina? あんた起きてたの？眠いのよ。眠いんだけど、お腹が減って眠れないのよさ。なんかすぐに食べられるものない？
Makina's like, I'm so hungry my stomach could start eating itself. And then Amine would respond, oh, I'm pretty sure you're not at that point, because I've been at that point before. Oh boy. Dude, I can't ever stop not bringing it up. But she's dying, like right now.
どんぐらい？10分？
Nope, too long.
うわ。
Yeah, she's already dead.
それどういう反応？っていうかすごい顔だな。
Give her some lettuce. She'll be like a rabbit for a second.
すぐだから待ってなさいよ。あ、そうだ。羊羹切ってあげるからサンドイッチできるまでそれ食べてなさい。ね。おお、糖分。今日は何のお祝いでありますか？一種ぞ。
You're giving me sugar?
大げさだな。
That pepped her up real fast. Oh God.
はい、開いてるよ。
Don't go slamming on my damn door.
すみません、天音さん。みちる様が空腹の限界を迎えたようで動かなくなってしまいました。何か熱量食を下給していただけないでしょうか。
Michiru has also died. Well.
お腹がゆるゆるで。
See, now we're back to normal, Michiru. God damn it. Unless there was just her the whole time. Nah, but nah. Don't, you can't even game. You can't even.
あらら、みちるもか。
今サンドイッチ作ってあげるから、それまでは羊羹でも食べて。
Just go nibble on it. Go.
羊羹どこにあるの？羊羹
Fucking.
生き返った。羊羹なら今マキナが。
It's all gone. Good fucking lord, woman.
そんなエッチな顔して羊羹食べないの？
I mean, is it weird that because it's Machina, I just was like, nah, she's just being a messy eater. I wasn't even thinking sexually.
しゃぶ落ちした OL がヤクザのチッポにしゃぶりつく勢いで羊羹にかぶりついてますね。
Look, food is just that great, alright?
ねえ、さっちゃんさ、それ他の言い方なかったのかな？
Nah, it was pretty fitting.
私の羊羹。あんたふざけんじゃないわよ。
Oh my god.
チルチル話すのよ。これは私の羊羹なのよ。
Jesus, the fucking tackle.
うるさい。あんたもういっぱい食べたでしょ。次は私よ。これは私の羊羹なの。
This is how I get when I'm hungry. I turn into a ravenous fucking animal.
そんなにいっぱい食べちゃダメ。
And I start tackling him and slurping on food like it's goddamn, like it's well, as the game would put it, like it's penis or something.
ご覧ください、天音さん。一本の羊羹を奪い合ってのダブルフェラ状態です。エロいですね。
Unamused.
もしかして全然寝てないの？あんたたち。
Didn't look like it.
はい、睡眠不足のせいかみんな頭が少し変です。
Sachi, when she's sleep deprived, is like the same except slightly insane.
私も加わってトライアングルフェラに参加してもよろしいでしょうか？
And still very much sexual.
もうすぐ用意するからおとなしく待ってなさい。
See, I'm sure that would have been cut out if I was using the censored version of the game. Who really knows? No matter the circumstances, human beings always grow hungry. And once you add sleep deprivation to the mix, it's not unusual for things to get a little out of hand. Hamine herself was extremely familiar with the negative effects of hunger and fatigue could have on the human psyche. We saw it firsthand. Oh no. See, even the game keeps reminding me, okay? I'm going to keep reminding you guys as long as I live, as long as the game keeps reminding us of what happened. Now, no one here was on the verge of resorting to violence, of course, but it still pained her to see two people fighting over a single piece of food. Fortunately, there was no need for concern. Suo Amane always kept herself well stocked for just such an occasion. What the shit? Soon enough, it's so weird hearing these sounds with one ear. God damn it. Soon enough, she'd open a few cans of pineapple, to tide everyone over until the sandwiches were ready. The half-crazed young ladies proceeded to devour them messily, all but pushing their faces into the cans. Good God. 5 minutes later, the derangement brought on by their hunger and exhaustion had finally begun to fade.
サンドイッチできたよ。アメリカ産の真っ黄色のマスタードとオランダ産のトマトケチャップはここね。あとは好きにハムと野菜乗せて食べなさい。
Can I just not have any condiments on my breakfast sandwich, please?
チルチル、食い方知ってる？食い方も何も。好きなもの乗っけて食べるだけでしょ？
Yeah, what do you mean, Machina? You don't know how to put together a fucking sandwich?
ちげえんだって。 まずパンにマスタード塗るんだって。
If I'm gonna put mustard on something, it's not even a lot.
ちょっとかけすぎじゃない。
Now ketchup? Damn, I put ketchup on a lot of things, and I put a... It depends on what it is.
あんま辛くないからこんぐらいでいいのよ。ほんでな、レタス敷くじゃん。ケチャップブビるじゃん。
Machina, you're going about this all wrong.
うわあ、だからかけすぎだってば。
The hell are you doing? She has no idea what she's fucking doing.
ほんで、スライスチーズとハムな。その上にスライスオニオンとトマトでパンで挟んでガブッと食うのよ。チルチルはパンの耳は落とす派？
I used to eat the crusts first, and then I grew up.
どっちでもいいけど。まあ、とにかく食ってみ。うめえから。おいしい。
They just pass out from being so tired while having full stomachs.
はーい、卵も焼けたわよ。
Oh shit, you gotta put those on.
卵きた。俺それがいい。
Calm your grubby little hands.
なんか懐かしいわね。マキナが美浜に来たばっかりの頃はあんたこれしか食べなかったもんね。
I choose not to remember those dark days.
そうなんですか？そうよ。前に話さなかったっけ？マキナってば昔は何食べさせても喜ばなくて、でもこの卵サンドだけはよく食べたのよね。
Dude, you can't turn down an egg sandwich, you fucking kidding me?
だってすっげえ美味しかったのよ。
Yeah.
こんな簡単に作ったものが一番美味しいって言われたんだから、当時の私ショックだったな。確かに美味しいです。簡単なんですか？うん、卵3個をボウルに割って塩コショウを少々。
Amine knows the technique. I mean, she is the mommy and the cook of the group, so...
あとはマヨネーズを多めに大さじで 5,6 杯くらい入れてよく混ぜてからフライパンで油を使わずにガシャガシャっと炒めてトロトロになったら完成。
Damn, that sounds pretty great, if you ask me.
なるほど、小峰幸覚えました。そういえば榊さんは寝ちゃったの？
I like to think she's still up doing research or information gathering.
はい、結局あれから一晩中調べていたのですが、さすがにこれ以上は調べようがないという状況にまで来てしまいましたので、一眠りしてから調査を再開するそうです。
Oh, okay, so she actually did go to sleep.
で、あんたたちは榊さんの部屋で何してたわけ？
I feel like we shouldn't ask this question.
私はユミちゃんがうっかり寝ちゃわないように監視。
Wait.
私はユミコを監視しているマキナが寝ちゃわないように監視。
So is this a train?
そして私は榊さんを監視しているマキちゃんが寝てしまわないように監視しているミチル様が寝てしまわないように監視していました。
You guys are fucking stupid.
いや、そんな無理して一息で言わなくていいからね。
Props to her, though. She got that all out.
あと一言言ってもいい？聞きたくありません。
Jesus.
でも言う。あんたらバカだろ。
You're damn right they're idiots. That's what I fucking said.
違うのよ。バカはバカでも真っ先に寝たチルチルがいっちゃんバカなのよ。何言ってんのよ。私がやべ寝てたって目覚ましたらあんたもプース言いながら寝てたじゃないのよ。
Machina's a loud sleeper. No, fucking.
ちげえもん。私は寝たふりをしてチルチルを試しただけだもん。
Yeah.
それに全然気づかなかったチルチルが悪いのよ。
It's always a test, ain't it?
ちなみに私はずっと起きてましたよ。榊さんにコーヒーを入れたり夜食のおヤングの用意をしたりしてました。
See, Sachi was actually helpful.
というか考えてみればもともと榊さんは夜型ですし監視の必要もなかったのですけれど、新しい情報は1秒でも早く知りたかったので 結局朝まで。それで何か新しい情報は手に入ったの？
It's like we found nothing.
はい、榊さんの個人的な人脈や会員制の情報ネットワークを駆使して調べてみたところ、思った以上に多くの情報が集まりました。
Oh, really now? Hold on here.
まず第一にヒース・オスロ率いるテロリスト集団が国内に大量殺戮兵器を持ち込んだっていう噂だけど、あれは本当っぽいのよ。
Alright, so that in fact's true and very horrifying.
大量殺戮兵器って具体的には？
そこまではわかんねえけど、多分過去に限りなく近い別の何か。
Whenever big old weapons of mass destruction are involved, that's fucking scary as hell, dude.
もし過去だとしたら廃棄物を利用したものじゃないかって話で、過去じゃなかった場合は細菌とかガスの生化学兵器なんじゃねって話なのよ。
Dude, you don't want to fuck with biological chemical weapons. Or slash chemical weapons, you know what I mean.
なんだってそんなものを。目的に関しては諸説ありまして、うさんくさいところでは第3次世界大戦勃発論に始まって、中国北朝鮮に対する虚構情報による牽制、沖縄の米軍基地移設問題に対する目くらましの可能性なども上がっていますね。なんかどれもパッとしない感じ。ことは国防、ひいては日本とアメリカの安部に直結する重大案件ですからね。そう簡単に正しい情報が手に入るはずもありません。いくら情報に精通している榊さんとはいえ、所詮は学生です。一階の学生に集められる情報など真偽不明の噂話ばかりが大量に集まるだけでした。
Well, at least she's trying to get information, right?
由美子も言ってたけど、これだけ情報が集まるということは、逆に言えば真偽を確かめる手段がない情報ってことなのよね。
When there's a flood of info, dude, you have no idea.
どうせ確かめる手段がないのなら、それっぽく偽装しただけの情報でもお金になるってことで、無駄な情報ばっかりじゃんじゃん集まるってわけよ。じゃあ結局ユージの居場所は分からなかったんだ。
風見ユージはエリア51に監禁されているって情報と、風見ユージは2人いるって情報があるけど、どっちを信じる？
You know, funny thing, this seems plausible. And you know why? Just because of the fucking video feed. It showed me. Who knows, there might be another me. God, how can I fight myself? Please don't do this to me, if that.
なんかどっちも無理め。今はまだ集まってきた情報の中から榊さんが真偽を見極めている最中ですね。
That's probably a very sifting process.
見極めるってどうやって？女の勘だそうです。
Alright, hold. Yumiko, come on.
何よそれ。
Yeah, Yumiko, what? In the end, was there simply nothing they could do? Even if they were to get their hands on accurate information, what could a handful of students accomplish with it? In the first place, why were they so fixated on Kazami Yuji? This wasn't the time for such a question, perhaps, but if they were forced to answer...
なぜそうまでして風見ユージにこだわるのかだと？ふん、愚問だな。
Fuck you, fourth wall breaking me.
だがどうしてもと問うのであれば、あえて答えよう。
Alright, you're all fourth wall breaking me. I don't understand.
それは俺がサメだからだ。
Dude, that was horrifying. because right when they did this, also the goddamn music and the right when they said this, the right my other headphone kicked in and then it died again. Bruh. They're fucking weirdos, alright? I don't... Fucking song, dude, I love it. It keeps doing it! No! The three really were weirdly keyed up. Staying up all night, except for a few naps, had clearly taken its toll.
何にせよ、うかつに動けないって状況は何も変わらないのね。まあいいわ。あんたたちもこれ食べたら少し寝るのよ。お昼に起こしてあげるから。
And you can go back to sleep at around a normal time tonight. Hi. When your enemies are unseen and the situation itself is murky, there's a limit to what you can do. What's important is in finding an immediate course of action. I almost said source of action. It's building up your mental and physical strength so that you're prepared to face whatever challenges may arise. Oh boy. Oh, Yumiko's room. What you doing, Yumiko? Oh boy. And she didn't sleep well, poor girl. I mean, there's a lot of stress going on, you know. We've only been in this room like a couple times before, huh? Same with, well, we've been in Amine's room the most, I would say. Along with, of course, Yuji's room, but... Dude. The girls, they're trying. And they better fucking find me. Not before have the guru realized, because... Once the guru's realized, you know... Damn.